Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I am Tanvi Taneja. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates Meerut Metro and the new railway line linking India's sports city with New Delhi. In his monthly radio broadcast, Prime Minister Modi terms New Delhi summit a global turning point for harnessing the power of artificial intelligence. Dozens of civilians killed as Pakistan carries out cross-border strikes in Afghanistan. After court ruling, US President Donald Trump raises global tariffs from 10 to 15%. And the stage is set for blockbuster clash between India and South Africa at the T20 Cricket World Cup shortly. Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Meerut in Uttar Pradesh on Sunday. Prime Minister flagged off the Meerut Metro and a Namo Bharat train from Shatabdi Nagar Namo Bharat station. Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the 82-kilometre-long Delhi-Meerut Namo Bharat corridor and the remaining sections of India's first Namo Bharat regional rapid transit system. With a design speed of 180 kilometers per hour, Namo Bharat is India's first regional rapid transit system. It will connect urban centers such as Sahibabad, Ghaziabad, Modinagar and Meerut with the national capital, New Delhi. The Prime Minister inaugurated Meerut Metro between Meerut South and Modipura, operating on the same infrastructure as Namo Bharat in a first-of-its-kind initiative in the country. Later, Prime Minister Modi also travelled on the metro till Meerut South station. The Prime Minister also inaugurated other development projects worth 13,000 crore rupees in Meerut. Afterwards, Prime Minister Modi addressed a gathering where he noted that the projects launched will give thrust to the development of the state and overall to the development of the country. So after flagging off the Meerut Metro and the Namo Bharat train, Prime Minister Modi took off a ride from Shatabdi Nagar Namo Bharat station to Meerut South station. During the journey, he also interacted with students and passengers on board. Our correspondent Siddharth Bhardwaj gets you more.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi flagged off Meerut Metro and Namo Bharat train today. These two trains will significantly cut the travel time between Meerut and Delhi. While I am here in Meerut Metro, and I have some people with me who had an interaction with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Let's talk to them.
In 14th century, someone said that who knows Delhi Doordarshan, that means that Delhi was far away. But now, due to this Meerut Metro and Rapid that Prime Minister Narendra Modi gifted us to West UP, now Delhi won't be that far away.
It is very beneficial as girls can travel far away, like it is going to be connected ahead as well. So girls can travel at any hour in the day or night, and it is safer than usual buses and trains.
The most developed economies in the world, people travel by public transport, not by expensive cars. So it is very good to see India going towards that.
So this is Meerut Metro, and we just have had a word with people with whom Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacted, and they expressed their happiness. Some people here say that this is a gift to the entire Western UP by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and some say that it will give a boost and a fillip when it comes to business in the country, and it will certainly give a fillip when it comes to India's vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. With camera person Mohit Uike, This is Siddharth Bharadwaj reporting for DD India in Meerut, Uttar Pradesh.
In his monthly radio broadcast called Man Ki Baat, the Prime Minister spoke about Arlene Sherin Ibrahim, a 10-month-old infant from the state of Kerala who was one of India's youngest organ donors.
In his latest Man Ki Baat episode, Prime Minister Narendra Modi highlighted the inspirational stories of organ donations. Prime Minister shared the story of 10-month-old infant Arlene Sherin Ibrahim from Kerala. Her name has joined the ranks of the nation's youngest organ donors.
कुछ ही दिन पहले हमने केरला की एक नन्ही मासूम आर्लिन शेरिन अब्राहम को खो दिया है। महज 10 महीनों में वो इस दुनिया से चली गई। कल्पना कीजिए, उसके सामने पूरी जिंदगी थी जो अचानक खत्म हो गई। कितने ही सपने और खुशियां अधूरी रह गई। उसके पेरेंट्स जिस पीड़ा से गुजर रहे होंगे उसे शब्दों से व्यक्त नहीं किया जा सकता है। लेकिन इतने गहरे दर्द के बीच भी आर्लिन के पिता अरुण अब्राहम और मां शेरिन ने एक ऐसा फैसला लिया जिससे हर देशवासी का हृदय उनके प्रति सम्मान से भर गया है। उन्होंने आर्लिन के अंगदान का फैसला किया। आर्लिन शेरिन अब्राहम आज हमारे बीच नहीं है, लेकिन उसका नाम देश के कम उम्र की ऑर्गन डोनर्स में जुड़ गया है।
Sharing several other inspiring examples, Prime Minister said that awareness about organ donation is growing recently in the country today. Prime Minister praised organ donors, saying that it helps those in need and also bolsters medical research in the country. Bureau Report, DD India.
Further, Prime Minister Modi presented the changing face of agriculture, calling farmers true devotees of the earth. He said that they are not just dependent on tradition, but are turning soil into gold through modern technology and value addition.
मीरूत पटेल नाम के एक युवा किसान से जुड़ी जानकारी वाकई बहुत प्रेरक है। करीब 8 साल पहले तक वे अपने पिता शिवशंकर पटेल के साथ पारंपरिक ढंग से धान की खेती करते थे, लेकिन उन्होंने खेती को नए नजरिए से देखना शुरू किया। अपने खेत के तालाब के ऊपर उन्होंने मजबूत जालीदार ढांचा बनाया, उस पर बेल वाली सब्जियां उगाई, तालाब के चारों ओर केले, अमरूद और नारियल लगाए और तालाब में मछली पालन भी शुरू किया। यानी एक ही जगह पारंपरिक खेती भी हो रही है, सब्जी भी, फल भी, मछली भी। इससे जमीन का बेहतर उपयोग हुआ, पानी की बचत हुई।
The Prime Minister also advised people to exercise caution when receiving messages or calls related to KYC updates. KYC stands for Know Your Customer. It is mandatory for financial institutions and businesses to verify a customer's identity and address it from time to time.
हम सभी जानते हैं कि आजकल पेंशन, सब्सिडी, बीमा, यूपीआई सब कुछ बैंक खाते से जुड़ा है। इसी वजह से बैंक समय समय पर केवाईसी करते हैं ताकि आपका बैंक अकाउंट सुरक्षित रहे। हाँ, इसमें भी आपको एक बात याद रखनी है, जो अपराधी हैं वो फर्जी कॉल करते हैं, एसएमएस और लिंक भेजते हैं। इसलिए हमें सतर्क रहना है और ऐसे धोखेबाजों के झांसे में नहीं आना है। केवाईसी या केवाईसी केवल अपने बैंक की शाखा या आधिकारिक ऐप और ऑथराइज्ड मीडियम से ही कराएं। ओटीपी, आधार नंबर या बैंक खाते संबंधी जानकारी किसी को भी न दें। और सबसे अहम बात, अपने पासवर्ड को समय समय पर जरूर बदलते रहें।
India is moving towards a significant and leading role in the field of AI, and its indelible mark was clearly visible in the latest episode of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's monthly radio broadcast called Man Ki Baat. The Prime Minister called the AI Impact Summit a major achievement for India and a turning point in the country's journey towards becoming a developed nation.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi shared his thoughts with the citizens in 131st episode of Man Ki Baat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi highlighted the achievements witnessed during the Global AI Impact Summit in Delhi this month. Prime Minister said the summit has proved to be a turning point in the trajectory of how the world will utilize the power of AI in the future.
समिट में मुझे वर्ल्ड लीडर्स और टेक सीईओ से मिलने का भी अवसर मिला। एआई समिट की एग्जीबिशन में मैंने वर्ल्ड लीडर्स को ढेर सारी चीजें दिखाई। मैं दो बातों का विशेष रूप से उल्लेख करना चाहता हूं। समिट में इन दो प्रोडक्ट्स ने दुनिया भर के लीडर्स को बहुत प्रभावित किया। पहला प्रोडक्ट अमूल के बूथ पर था। इसमें बताया गया कि कैसे एआई जानवरों का इलाज करने में हमारी मदद कर रही है और कैसे 24/7 एआई असिस्टेंट की मदद से किसान अपनी डेयरी और जानवर का हिसाब रखते हैं। साथियों, दूसरा प्रोडक्ट हमारी संस्कृति से संबंधित था। दुनिया भर के लीडर्स ये देखकर हैरत में पड़ गए कि कैसे एआई की मदद से हम हमारे प्राचीन ग्रंथों को, हमारे प्राचीन ज्ञान को, हमारी पांडुलिपियों को संरक्षित कर रहे हैं, आज की जनरेशन के अनुरूप ढाल रहे हैं।
Prime Minister highlighted the importance of translating and preserving manuscripts, showcasing India's ancient knowledge, language, and rich heritage into multiple Indian and foreign languages using modern AI avatar.
एग्जीबिशन के दौरान डिस्प्ले के लिए सुश्रुत संहिता का चयन किया गया। पहले स्टेप में दिखाया गया कि कैसे टेक्नोलॉजी की मदद से हम पांडुलिपियों की इमेज क्वालिटी सुधारकर उन्हें पढ़ने लायक बना रहे हैं। सेकंड स्टेप में इस इमेज को मशीन के पढ़ने लायक टेक्स्ट में बदला गया। अगले स्टेप में मशीन रीडेबल टेक्स्ट को एक एआई अवतार ने पढ़ा और फिर अगले स्टेप में हमने ये भी दिखाया कि कैसे टेक्नोलॉजी से ये अनमोल भारतीय ज्ञान इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस और विदेशी भाषाओं में ट्रांसलेट किया जा सकता है।
Prime Minister also hailed the enthusiasm of the youth during AI Summit. He also mentioned the 3 Made in India AI models launched during this period. Congratulating the countrymen for its immense success, Prime Minister described it the biggest AI summit ever. Bureau Report, DD India.
Bhaskaracharya National Institute for Space Applications and Geoinformatics, BISAG-N, under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, was responsible for the arrangements inside the Media Centre for the India AI Impact Summit at Bharat Mandapam. Special DG, BISAG-N, Dr. Vinay Thakur thanked the media personnel, especially Doordarshan, for the continuous coverage of the event.
We are very, very happy with the support which we have been getting from the media, and we have around 1,500 media professionals working from this particular center. The coverage was done for entire event by Doordarshan, and we are very, very thankful to Doordarshan for facilitating it and making it a successful event.
AI for Agri. The Global Conference on AI in Agriculture and Investor Summit 2026 is underway in Mumbai. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis attended the summit and described the initiative as a defining moment for the state and the agricultural sector. Addressing the gathering, Devendra Fadnavis said that Maharashtra is the first state in the country to launch a comprehensive agriculture policy integrating artificial intelligence on a massive scale.
Our message was simple. Technology must reach every single farmer. Our ambition is bold. Maharashtra will become the world's foremost use case capital for agri-AI. We built Mahavistar, a digital companion for every farmer. It gives personalized advisories, weather and pest intelligence, market signals, and seamless access to the schemes.
Minister of State, Science and Technology Dr. Jitendra Singh also attended the summit and spoke of the milestones achieved by India at the recently held AI Impact Summit in New Delhi.
India has shown its ability to live up to the global benchmarks and to seek acknowledgement on the global parameters. Artificial intelligence may be able to substitute for everything, but cannot substitute for human integrity or human ethics.
You're watching DD India Live, still to come on the show. Turkish language drama Yellow Letters wins Berlin Film Festival's Golden Bear for the best film. Welcome back. You're watching DD India Live. I am Tanvi Taneja. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu commended the personal relationship with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi ahead of his visit to Israel this week. Netanyahu, speaking at the weekly cabinet meeting on Sunday, aimed to tighten the relationship with a series of decisions set to increase political, financial and security cooperation between India and Israel.
And this week, we will see an expression of the special relations that have developed in recent years between Israel and the global power of India, and between myself and its leader, Prime Minister Modi. We are personal friends. We speak frequently on the phone. We visit each other.
Staying in Asia, Pakistan launched strikes on militant targets in Afghanistan on Saturday in response to alleged suicide bombings in Pakistan. Pakistan launched the strikes after a suicide blast at a Shiite mosque in Islamabad 2 weeks ago and similar attacks more recently in northwestern Pakistan. The Taliban said that women and children were among the dozens killed and injured in these attacks. Afghanistan's defense ministry vowed an appropriate response at a suitable time. For its part, Pakistan's information ministry said that the attacks featured intelligence-based selective targeting of 7 terrorist camps and hideouts belonging to the Pakistan Taliban, as well as the Islamic State Khorasan province along the Afghan border. It claimed to possess conclusive evidence that the attacks were carried out by Khawarji, a term used to describe the Pakistani Taliban. Kabul has repeatedly denied allowing militants to use Afghan territory to stage attacks in Pakistan.
At midnight, Pakistani jet aircraft bombed the areas of Khogyani, Ghani Khel and Bisud districts. Civilians were killed. In one house, there were 23 family members. 5 injured people were taken out by Mujahideen. They are still trying to bring the dead out from under the rubble.
People here are ordinary people. The residents of this village are our relatives. When the bombing happened, one person who survived was shouting for help. When we arrived, everything was flat on the ground. People are trying to take others out from under the rubble. Some bodies have been taken out, but some are still under the rubble.
On to the US now. President Donald Trump will now raise temporary tariffs on almost all US imports from 10 to 15%, the maximum level allowed under the US law after the country's top court struck down his previous tariff program as invalid. The new levies are grounded in a separate law known as Section 122 that allows tariffs up to 15% but requires lawmakers' approval to extend them after 150 days. But shortly after the court's 6-3 ruling on Friday that rejected the president's authority to impose tariffs under a 1977 Economic Emergency Powers Act, President Trump initially announced a new 10% global levy by invoking a different legal avenue. President Trump said that during the next few months, his government will determine and issue the new and legally permissible tariffs. But the ruling marked a major political setback in striking down President Trump's signature economic policy that has roiled the global trade order. The ruling was a stunning rebuke by the court, which has largely sided with the president since he returned to office. At the same time, President Trump launched an extraordinary personal attack on the conservative justices who had sided with the majority. Greenland does not require medical assistance from other countries. This is what Denmark's defense minister said on Sunday after US President Donald Trump claimed that he was sending a hospital ship to the autonomous Danish territory. Defense Minister Troels Poulsen said that Greenland's healthcare system is sufficient to meet the needs of its population. The remarks came after Donald Trump posted on his social media platform Truth Social that the United States would send a great hospital boat to Greenland to take care of the many people who are sick there. Trump has previously said that the US must control Greenland to safeguard its security interests, though he later softened his earlier threats after reaching a framework understanding with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte to expand US influence. Meanwhile, French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot on Sunday said that France will summon the United States ambassador after comments by the Trump administration on the killing of the far-right activist Quentin Darancock. Barrot said that the remarks by the US embassy amounted to interference in a matter concerning France's national community and rejected any attempt to politicize the tragedy. This comes after the US administration had condemned what it described a violent radical leftism incident in connection with the fatal beating and called for those responsible to be brought to justice. So thousands of people marched in the French city of Lyon on Saturday following the killing of a far-right activist who was beaten to death last week by alleged hard-left activists in an incident that shocked France. 7 people are under formal investigation for their alleged role in the murder. French President Emmanuel Macron called for calm ahead of the rallies and said that he would hold a meeting with ministers on all violent groups next week. More from Europe. Ukraine's Air Force said on Sunday that Russia launched 50 missiles and nearly 300 drones in overnight attacks. It neutralized a majority of the missiles and drones. At least 1 person was killed and 5 injured in the Kiev region, with damage reported across 5 districts. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said that Moscow continues to invest in strikes more than investing in diplomacy. And Yellow Letters, directed by a German filmmaker, Ilker Çatak, won the Berlin Film Festival's Golden Bear for Best Film. Çatak's film tells the story of a Turkish director and his actor wife suddenly barred from working because of their political opinions. While set in Turkey, the film was shot in Germany, an artistic choice to make the point that threats to liberty are universal. The runner-up Silver Bear Grand Jury Prize went to Salvation by Emin Alpa. Alpa's film, inspired by a true story, shows the consequences of a feud over land between 2 clans in a remote mountain village. Other big award winners included German actress Sandra Hüller, who received the Silver Bear for Best Performance for her title role in Markus Schleinzer's Rose. And now let's give you some cricketing action. India's unbeaten run in the ongoing T20 World Cup now enters the Super 8 stage with a high-profile clash against South Africa A repeat of the 2024 T20 final and a contest between the two informed sides. DD India's Abhishek Mahajan reports from Ahmedabad.
India begin their Super 8 campaign with a blockbuster against South Africa. Both teams unbeaten, both in commanding form, and a repeat of the last T20 World Cup final. With 4 wins in 4 matches, India have looked the most complete side in the tournament, dominating the key phases with both bat and ball and producing a different match winner every night. The only talking point is Abhishek Sharma, 3 games without a run, but in this format, one power play is enough to change the direction of a match, and the team continues to back its impact player. South Africa, meanwhile, arrive with a different identity. Their campaign has been built on collective strength, contributions across the batting order, and a bowling attack that has delivered in partnerships. The head-to-head numbers favour India. They lead South Africa 21-13 in T20 internationals and 5-2 in T20 World Cups, including the title clash in 2024. The venue adds another layer to the contest. In 12 T20 internationals at the Narendra Modi Stadium, teams batting first have won 7 times. The average first innings score is 173, and India's 234 for 4 against New Zealand remains the highest total at this venue. It was here in Ahmedabad that India beat South Africa by 30 runs in a high-scoring thriller just a couple of months ago. Surya Kumar Yadav and his side will be hoping for a repeat, but on a much bigger stage now.
India's perfect run in T20 World Cup 2026 now faces its biggest test. A Super 8 showdown against mighty South Africans. A repeat of 2024 World Cup final with both sides arrive at Narendra Modi Stadium unbeaten. Certainly high stakes, high quality encounter. With cameraman SP Dubey, this is Abhishek Mahajan in Ahmedabad for DD India.
So that's all for this edition of DD India Live. Do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. Connect with us on our different social media handles at DD India Live, and you can also download our DD India mobile app for quick news and updates on the go. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Tanvi Taneja from all of us here in New Delhi. Thank you for watching. Namaskar.